Psycho Killer is a movie that was really hyped by my friend and myself because we both enjoy slasher movies, and the trailer made it seem like this would be a cool crime spree intense slasher movie with a cool new, villainous character, but instead the marketing kind of sinks it because that's what the marketing says the movie's going to be. In reality, the movie's more of a procedural crime thriller action film, not much horror, a little bit of slashing, but not enough, and just a little bit threadbare. So this movie's about Jane Archer. She's an officer, a state trooper who watches her husband die because they are working, and he pulls over the Satanic Slasher and doesn't know it, but is going to bust him for drug charges. And the slasher shoots him in the neck and drives away, but she's too distraught to chase after. She gives a vehicle description, but he gets away. And she doesn't know how to sort of deal with it, so her father tells her to just take some time off, and she won't have it because of the grief. So she takes some time off, and she's going to go track him herself. And then the slasher guy is not really going on a crime spree. The opening other kill after that is done off screen. He's getting drugs. He's got a cool look. The Satanic Slasher doesn't really have a name, but he calls himself Reeves. But basically, Reeves, he's got the tattoos, he's got the physique, he's got the cool mask. You don't see his face. He's got his little mission, but he doesn't have much personality besides that. Anything to make him sort of unique or memorable or different. Same with Jane Archer. I mean, I love Georgina Campbell, but she really doesn't have much to do in this movie except want revenge, and they just fridge her husband, and then she's like, I need to go get this guy, and then there's the cliche every time she's like, oh, I know where he is. The FBI's like, nah, we don't believe you, random lady on vacation. I don't believe you. And it's mostly just her talking to people and like trying to get after this guy and having some close calls. There is a really great sequence in the middle of the film. It's a oneer. That's definitely the highlight of the film. However, the other kills are kind of comical or off screen or just in broad daylight. There's no atmosphere to this movie, no mood, not very good musical score either. It's directed by Gavin Polone in his first movie. He's done some TV. But, Andrew Kevin Walker is no slouch. I mean, he writes a lot of good films like The Game, The Wolfman with Benicio del Toro, 8mm, and Seven. So this script's just definitely not up to snuff. And it's a little bit, it's because nothing really happens for the first half of this movie except for her sort of just grieving and chasing this guy. And then the finale blows up into like a terrorist attack style thing, and you don't get to have a confrontation between her and him in the same room because he's locked in. So it kind of feels like this movie just needed a little bit more of a unique plot. There's a lot of radio chatter, and this one lady says that the Satanic Slasher is like an escaped mental patient that was experimented on by the government and escaped, and that would have been a cooler plot, honestly, than what we get, because he's just a regular guy in this. And he needed more personality or more stuff to do, or it needed to be more of a horror film or a slasher movie if that's what you're going to advertise as, instead of a procedural crime thriller film. So Psycho Killer definitely doesn't take the cake, and I give it a 5 out of 10.